I'm bored. So, let's get back to Tekkit. I jumped in and didn't know what to do, in all honesty. The masturbated room was done. So I had to think, should I just move the choir? Should I make the MC look bigger? Well, to be honest, the choir is nice and all, but we're being honest. The storage system at the moment is kind of full. We don't have space to mine anything. We would have to send it all straight to the condenser, and not everything it makes goes to the condenser. Well, we go to the condenser, just won't condense. But then there's also the EMC loop. Yes, I would love to make it bigger, but after a quick look at the state of the condenser, it's kind of full. And I would be adding even more shit into that can't be condensed. That would just cause another clog up. I'd probably have to put another condenser there, which is kind of stupid. So that is something that we'll be dealing with at another date. It's just being added to the list of forgotten tasks. But what I did remember that we still have to do is do digital storage. God, these things are useful. So I quickly looked up what I needed, and then I remembered I have a meteorite nearby. Like, right next to the village. So I just went for it. And, yes, it was night. I left the safety of those magical torches, but I needed the goods of that space rock. Should I have just slept off the night? Well, nothing really happened, so it was fine. I got in and I started mining away at it until I got to the fruit of that rock. But then I realised I need more. So I went full meerkat. I got on the highest point, which so happened to be the house I never sleep in. But when looking at the horizon, thinking about what I was going to go find, could I see any meteorites? I had a quick realisation. I wish I could fly. So I decided to just make the Swift Wolf ring, or whatever the fuck it's called. So I looked up the recipe and went to craft it. But before I did, I put my Klein Star in the charger. I need to get that thing charged up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how much charge my dark matter tools use, never mind the ring that's going to be making me fly all over the place. So I wanted to have a bit more charge in it, and then I went to craft the ring. Okay, well, before I crafted the ring, I did a quick expedition to the volcano, scooped up some lava, then went on a killing spree to get some chicken, feathers, but after that I had everything I need. Okay, I also condensed some dark matter and some iron, but that's not the point. I made the fucking ring thing. I went up to the charging unit and I got my Klein Star back, and with my newly discovered freedom, I went off flying. I was looking for meteorites, because I need more resources than I even have. And to be honest, I don't even have that much. But not the point. I just needed more stuff. Because you needed all raw materials to do digital storage. But, well, I was still having that thought. Is that a village? I found a village, but no space stone. I activated the waystone and raided the blacksmiths and just went on my way. But pretty soon I found a space stone! A space rock! Oh, whatever. I found a meteorite! Yes! 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 Yep, I found a space rock. And another village. Surprisingly enough, I guess. I didn't get anything else from the village. No, there wasn't much useful loot there, so I just picked up what I thought would be useful for the condenser or future projects, and I flew away. Should I start a village account? Yep. Editor. Start the counter. Make it 2, we've already found 2 villages. So, we were hunting for Space Stone! At this point I wasn't sure how many stencils I needed, so I just took them all. Because, I don't know, I didn't know which ones we needed. At one point I did, but it's not that important. But while I was just flying around, trying to find more meteorites to harvest for the loot that makes no fucking sense to finding them, I found a sand temple, and just took all the loot, or took the loot that seemed interesting, because some of them were kind of EMC heavy items. But to be honest, in hindsight, I was kind of useless. I don't know why I was picking up more items just for the condenser when I have such a strong EMC loop, which, by the way, is putting more coal in the system than the condenser can deal with. But that's not the point. All I did was fill up my inventory. But after a bit of flying around, I did find some more meteorites, so that was a bit of a plus. But it ended up being what I'd already found, so it was a bit of a negative. After a bit of flying around, I found another meteorite. But it ended up being what I had already found. A village! I found a village! Another one! With another village found, I hit the waystone and popped back to my main base. I needed to empty my inventory. Many of these chests are full. I really need to get this digital storage sorted out. I had looked at what I needed to make all the equipment that I needed, but I still got a way to go. I had a look to see if any of these crystals I needed were in my inventory. I even tried to find a way to craft them, but all I found was this information tab, and the information thing was a bit vague. Wait, if I drop this stuff in water, I'll get the quartz thingy? So I got all the items and went to the farm. You know those kind of like wee water troughs the villages have for the farming? I just dumped the 3 items in there. How long do I have to wait? While waiting, I had a look at what else I needed for the storage, but nothing happened. Nothing happened with the water. Eventually, I gave up. I'll need to figure it out later, because if I can't find those crystals, I'm going to need to find a way of crafting them. So, I emptied my inventory and went back to the hunt for meteorites, hoping to find those crystals I need so desperately. This time I decided to go a different way, and I did find another meteorite somewhat quickly. Oh, woo, I got another! It was a pretty generic haul from that meteorite, but I'm sure I'm gonna get some good ones eventually. Like, well, flying over, I did notice a vein of ore. I don't really know what it's called. I don't think I ever really looked at the name of it. But I know it has pretty high EMC, so I pretty much just use it for EMC or forestry, but I don't do forestry. So, yeah. with the dark matter pickaxe, you can harvest an entire vein at once, and it's odd that, well, it's not odd, it instantly drops to whatever it is, and the first one is, one of them is worth like 200 EMC or something, but you get maybe 3 stacks from one vein, so you get quite a lot of EMC from it, and it's pretty cool actually. But anyway, it's forestry stuff. I don't dance with forestry, so I just continued flying. And only a wee bit later, I found another meteorite. I did find one that was embedded. I did find a space rock though, and it was embedded in a mountain. And to be honest, it was taking a while to get into. My normal method was going in from the top, and you pretty much just had to go straight down from the middle. But I couldn't really see what the middle was for this one, and it was taking out quite a while. So I pulled out the hammer. Why didn't I do this sooner? After a bit of flying, I just found another space stone and just hammered it away. It's so fast! I didn't stick around for long, as there were mobs around and I didn't want to deal with that because that's quite a distance from any village, and it would take a while for me to find my death spot again. But I did find another village. I had a look in the real house, but didn't stay for long as there wasn't much there. And then I found another one. It even had a blacksmith's, but nothing of it use, so I left pretty quick. But there was another thing. Another one, sorry, that was pretty close. I found like 3 villages back to back. But after entering the village, I found another meteorite. Note to everyone, always use a hammer, like a dark matter hammer dealing with these things. It's so fast. And it's like, it just destroys it all and you get everything in it. It's so fucking fast. Then I found one in the water. It had pushed all the water away, and it was dry. It was pretty cool actually. But I absolutely destroyed it with a hammer. It went away so fast. But I was also flying over the water after destroying it, and I found something. It turned out to be a guardian's temple. And, you know, I don't be book, but then I was like, you know what? This is future me's problem. So, I waypointed it and I left. Totally not because I found another meteorite and just went for it. As I was flying away, I saw one that was underwater, like fully underwater, which was weird because the other one that was found in the water had dried up all the water nearby. So I investigated it, but it was weird. I didn't find a chest, but it turns out it wasn't a meteorite. It was some weird abyssal thing. It's from Realcraft. That's something I have no interest in now, so I left it. But I kept finding these things. I think it might be a biome or something, and I was starting to get really interested. But then I realised I can't be bothered. So I went back to my hunt for space rocks. Like, in all honesty, I haven't even touched Realcraft yet, and I don't want to start dancing with Realcraft while I'm still trying to sort out my storage system. My storage system is my main priority right now. So I just flew away, just kept on flying, but then I found another village. I think that's my village 8 or something. I'm trying to keep going. I had a look at the real house after activating the waystone. With that, I had nothing to do in the village, so I just went away. As I flew through the sky, I found another village. But there was something of interest in this one. I think it was like holy water or something. So I pocketed that and went on the move again. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't quite go on the move. I just went back to the waystone and just popped back to the main base. I emptied my inventory and I EMC'd everything I had mined. Well, you know, EMC'd that weird forestry thing, but anything I didn't want to condense I just put into the junk chest, just dumped it all. And when I was watching everything get picked, I realised, oh wait, this golden ore, I forgot I made some ore at some point. So I sent that through the macerator. But then I remembered the issue we have with storage at the moment. And yeah, I quickly just had to do repairs. I found 2 additional chests and took them up. So that should give us a little bit more time, but I don't feel too confident about it. But once I did get that kinda sorting, yeah, I really need that digital storage system. I needed it like 5 episodes ago, but whatever. I went into the maceration room and saw the master's gold being macerated. I saw being the macerated dust thing go into the furnace that got cooked, and then it went to the pipe system. I ran round to see if it would work, and it did! I mean, like, iron pipes worked. They stopped them going into other macerators. Nothing was being dropped. But whoa! It's working! But with that I realised I was ready to sign off for the night. But then I remembered this thing really does work. So I set up a sign for something. I don't remember what this means.